Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this call, Monday evening, 8 o'clock, time for Crypto Talk. It's our privilege serving you tonight, and welcome to this call. For those of you who are live on the Zoom call, please go to the chat box. Tell us where you linked into this call tonight. Go to the chat box. Tell us where you're watching from, and if you're live on Facebook, tell us, interact with us. Tell us where you're watching from tonight. We have an interesting program in the fact that we're going to revisit some of the basics, and it is a perfect program for you to quickly phone that person that you always ask the questions on. Where do I start? How do I start? Is there value in Bitcoin? All those rhetorical questions that we always get over and over again. Tonight, we're going to take a short little time and brush over them, and just to make sure that we still assist and help new people in the room. We sometimes just talk about information that we all totally understand. And Jason will be back in the room a little later to talk about the market, where we're at. Andre will come tell us what he learned. Marius will come show us what he's doing on his trading. And we will have all that. But tonight, we're going to go and start at Bitcoin for beginners. And is there value in Bitcoin is the question. Thank you, Bux. I see that you saying hello from Bloemfontein. So is there value in Bitcoin? And where, so people ask, is there value in Bitcoin? Because they want to know whether they should get in. Aren't they too, isn't it too late? All of those answers come out of, is there value in Bitcoin? And then we will go and talk about where and how do I start my crypto journey. And we want to make it as simple as possible for people to get onto the crypto bandwagon or into the crypto space, or whatever you would like to call it. We at the Crypto School would like to make it simple and easy for people to participate in this opportunity. And we that's been here for quite some time, we know there's value. We know there's value. We live off crypto. We do all that. But we need a base where we can ground people that's new to this space. And tonight is one of those grounding events for new people. So welcome. I'm going to ask Marius to say hello.
Hello. Yes, Daniel, why do we always keep on going back to the roots? Because there's so many people out there that need to know what's crypto all about. We help and assist people on a daily basis. And as you say, or as you said, all the people in the room here, they've got friends and family that always ask them about crypto. And please go to the Facebook page and share to tonight's live to your friends. And when the recording comes out of YouTube, just go and share it. It's not about us, it's not about you, it's about the new person that needs to get this information. So Daniel, thank you. I'm looking forward to this evening.
Cool, thank you, Marius. And cool shirt, you are nicely color-coded with a background. Jason, good evening, buddy.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, so Donnie, that question that you asked, whether it's too late to get into Bitcoin, I heard the same story 4 years ago from people saying it's too late to get into Bitcoin. And just today, I saw a success story where one of the well-known traders, he only got into crypto 4 years ago. He only started in crypto 4 years ago, and he was a taxi driver. Today, he's sitting with a Lamborghini 4 years later. He took responsibility, educated himself, and 4 years ago, he was a taxi driver. Today, he's sitting with a Lamborghini. It just shows you what can be done if you apply yourself. So no, to get into Bitcoin, crypto is still going to be around here for many years. And it's not just about Bitcoin. There's another 10,000 other coins there too.
Cool. Thank you, Jason. Yes, I love these stories that we get, the stories that come, people that jump out of the woodwork and say, you know what, crypto has given me an opportunity in life that I would never have had, a fresh start, a new way, money that I could quickly create generational wealth, or just change my own circumstances. I have a group of gentlemen that I used to help. I haven't spoken to them in about two and a half months. And I just as I talk to you, I remind myself to make contact with them again tomorrow. But I once every second week talked to them for about 6 months, and they were sitting at McDonald's with their cell phones. The only place that they get Wi-Fi, and they started the crypto journey with a crypto school only on McDonald's Wi-Fi, and not one of them is still staying in Plastic View still. They started in Plastic View end of last year, and none of them is still staying in Plastic View. They all moved out of Plastic View purely because of what they learned of Bitcoin with their stipend that they got for their daily work that they started using. Little bit. They don't earn a lot of money, but a little bit every day. And they already changed their life, up their life out of Plastic View. But Andre, good evening, buddy.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, excited for tonight. And it's nice to hear that we can still be part of this while we are still new in this space. I'm still new. Guys, I'm excited, and yeah, invite your friends. Invite everyone that asks you about crypto and you don't know what to say to them. Ask them to share the link, whatever. Just share it to them. And they can watch the recording later as well. So yeah, it's good to be here.
Cool. Thank you, Andre. Yes, it's a privilege. I see in the chat box that Lee said grounding in a community. Thank you, Lee, for your contribution in the community. Oki, beside note from Brits and Bertus from Bloemfontein. Welcome, everybody. It's an absolute privilege serving you this evening. So I'm going to start off by running through a poll, and just to get, and Marius, if you'll be so glad as to, when I share the results, to make a screen print, please. The poll is unanimous, so no person will know who voted. It is 100% unanimous poll. No person will know who voted for anything. So you don't have to worry about the poll. And tonight we talk about Bitcoin for beginners. Is there value in Bitcoin? And where and how do I start my crypto journey? So we will answer that easy question tonight. And now I have to just get PowerPoint back. And there we go. My apology for that black screen for one little moment. But we have a poll, and I want to just launch the poll. And I launched the poll for everyone at this moment. I've put it on the PowerPoint for people that's on the Facebook to also see it. The poll is, we start with, do you own crypto? It's a single answer, yes or no. So tell us, do you hold crypto? Do you own crypto, yes or no? Just tell us. And it's anonymous. No person will know what you vote. So you're safe. I assume you can see my poll, Jason? Yes, Andre, say yes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, cool. Thank you. I can see people started voting. What is your intentions with the crypto you hold? So our second question is, what is the intentions to the crypto you hold? I'm just a hodler. That means I'm holding them. I'm a small scale trader, crypto trader. That means I trade 1 or 2 trades a month or a year. Or I'm a full-time crypto trader. That means 24/7, I'm in front of the PC trading crypto. Then question number 3 is, which platform do you prefer to onboard your rands into crypto? Remember, we as South Africans need to get our rands into crypto, and the safest place or way to do it is to EFT from a South African bank to a South African bank. And which platform do you use to onboard? Altcoin Trader, Luno, Valor, Cape Crypto, or other? And then the last question for tonight is, which platform do you prefer to trade crypto on? And which platform do you prefer to trade crypto on? And we have there as an option Binance, Coinbase, Huobi, KuCoin, FTX, and other. Now, the question is, which platform do you prefer to trade on? So I hold a wallet in Coinbase, I hold a wallet in Huobi, I hold a wallet in KuCoin. I don't have an FTX wallet, but I have the others, but I trade on Binance. So when I trade on Binance, so please go participate in the poll. It is unanimous. No person will know what you voted. I'm going to give 1, 2, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, then I'm going to stop the poll. I need one more person to vote. 26 out of 40 voted. Okay, 27. I need one more person to vote. Someone that I know the co-host cannot vote. Okay, cool. I'm going to end the poll. And to be congruent to you, I'm going to share the results with you. And I'm quickly going to run through the results. I'm not going to waste your time. The first one is, do you own crypto? And 7% of the people in the room said no. 93 said yes. So 7% in the people in the room, no, they don't hold crypto yet. Welcome, you at the right place. You are safe here. Welcome to this call. So 93% said I hold crypto. 7% said no. The second question, what is your intentions with the crypto? And 30% of you say, I'm just a hodler. I'm a hodler. I buy and I hold. 63% tell us that you're a small-scale crypto trader. And most of the people in our community are small-scale crypto traders. But we also have 7% of the community say, I'm a full-time crypto trader, somebody that's full-time trading crypto. Then the next question is, which platform do you prefer to onboard your rands into crypto? And 87% of the people on this call said Altcoin Trader, 3% said Luno, 7% said Valor, 0 Cape Crypto, and 3% said other. So 3% of you use other, with 87% of the people on this call using Altcoin Trader. Then the last question that we asked is, which platform do you prefer to trade your crypto on? And again, 87% of the population on this coin call tonight said, 87% said Binance, 3% said Qcoin, and 10% said other. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating. Thank you, Marius, for just sharing, getting the results for us there, because it's not about who voted what, it's about setting up or understanding our community. Dion Venter said fairly predictable answers. Maybe, Dion, but you've seen that there are people there that are not holders of crypto yet. But let's continue, and thank you for everyone that participated. So tonight, I'm going to take 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, and I'm just going to run through, is there value in Bitcoin? What is the technology behind Bitcoin? So we're going to start with the technology behind Bitcoin to tell you, to make you cognizant of the value in Bitcoin. So we're going to just quickly look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at the technology, and the technology is called blockchain. So the technology behind Bitcoin is called blockchain, and the blockchain technology exists from a few various different. I just quickly want to check in the participants box. The technology exists to a few elements that makes up this new technology that Satoshi Nakamoto shared with us with blockchain, and it's cryptography, peer-to-peer network program, the blockchain, the blockchain protocol, which we have different ones. Remember, it's not just Bitcoin was the first one. Bitcoin was the big daddy, the big kahuna, the one that gave us the technology for all the other coins. As Jason earlier said, remember, there are loads of other coins. It's not Bitcoin. I think on CoinMarketCap, there's about 10,000 coins at the moment. But then point number 4, no trusted third party. The network is the trusted third party. So there's no trusted third party. There's no bank. You and I, when we talk about your finances, you talk about your bank, the first thing you do is you tell people who you bank with, because it's for you, it's important who you bank with. That's the third party. And some people will have a Barney between banks. I'm not with that bank, I'm with this bank, and they will have a little Barney about which bank is the trusted bank, because everyone likes a different bank. Now, there's no third party in crypto. The double spending problem, which is solved, and you can't hack blockchain. So I'm going to just use a few minutes and go slide to slide so that it takes less time, but to go slide to slide. Now, if you go look at cryptography, is the first part of the blockchain. Cryptography is the first part of the technology that you and I need to understand. Now, cryptography existed way before Bitcoin. It is the way that you encrypt data so that people cannot hack the data. Because we live in an internet world, cryptography is very important, and especially for banks and that hold money, for you to go onto your app, for you to go onto the internet banking, a certain level of cryptography is necessary. Otherwise, people will hack the bank and all the money will be gone all the time. But what Satoshi Nakamoto got right is to give you a private key and a public key. And you'll see there in the picture, we talk about the wallet holder, the person who holds on the wallet. Now, if you want to hold fiat currency, you need a wallet to carry your money with. Otherwise, you carry it in your hand or in your pocket and you lose it. So in fiat, you also use a wallet, and we all understand a wallet. The ladies call it a purse, and you want to hang on to your purse, because if you lose your purse, you lose your wallet, your money. You lose your wallet, you lose your money. So in crypto, we have a wallet, and we call you the person holding the crypto, the wallet holder. And you have two keys that are critically important. And one is the private key, and you'll see that's depicted in red. And one is the public key, which is depicted in green. Now, like in banking, your bank account number is your public key. So everyone can know your bank account number because they need to send you money there. But no one should know your passwords and the background into your banking app, how you get into the app, your security into the app. Now, in the crypto space, we call that your private key, the way that you can unlock that wallet on any form in the blockchain, and not just on the web page that the company has given you, but you can actually go and unlock it on the blockchain. And that's your private key. And that's a key part in Bitcoin and in the blockchain technology, which is that people will know that you have a wallet. I can send them an address where they can send me the crypto. But for me to unlock that wallet, I need to have my private key. A lot of people only have wallets on exchanges, like Altcoin Trader, for example, the onboarding for South African money. If you onboard into South African money, you don't have a private key because altcoin actually hold. They're the third party, the custodians of your crypto that you hold in that wallet. So that wallet, when we talk about an altcoin wallet, when we talk about a Binance wallet, we don't talk about a wallet. We talk about an exchange in our community, just to make sure that we understand the difference between a wallet and an exchange. Because in an exchange, a third party, the exchange, actually is the holder of your crypto. And you have to trust them that they will show you the correct number of crypto in your wallet that they hold for you. But that wallet is a sub-wallet of their private keys to the wallet in which the crypto is actually stored. So we just need to understand, when we talk about a wallet, we actually talk about a place where you can hold your crypto, where you can have private keys, like your MetaMask wallet, where you have a private key, like your Exodus wallet, where you have a private key, like your Tezor, or your, I cannot even recall what the other one is now.
Nano Ledger.
Nano Ledger. Thank you, Jason. I knew you would jump in there. But the key is, you need a private. If you have a private key for your wallet, that means you own the crypto on that wallet. No third party is holding it. So that's the first part of the technology. Then a second part of the technology is the peer-to-peer network. Now, part of the peer-to-peer network means you and I can send crypto from one another, from one party to another party. I can send crypto to Jason, and Jason can hopefully send crypto to me, but we don't need a bank. We don't need a trusted third party to do it. Once we've completed, the transaction is complete. There's no other person that needs to execute the transaction. I put in the address, that the public key that Jason has given me. I insert into my wallet. I unlock my wallet by being able to getting into the wallet, have access to the wallet. I insert the public key, the key that everyone can know, although no person will know that it is Jason's wallet. I will know this Jason's wallet because he supplied me with that address. I then submit the crypto on that public key to Jason, and he will receive it. He can only access it if you have the private key for the wallet into which I've paid that crypto. Otherwise, he will not be able to access it. But there's no other person that must do the admin on this transaction. I input the amount of crypto that I want to send, the kind of crypto that I want to send, and the address to which I send it. There's no other person that must do the work. And that's called a peer-to-peer network. That means we can send it to one another without the banks being involved in it. The next, or the third part of this technology is called the program, the blockchain protocol. We refer to it as a program, and if you hear the thunder, in Pretoria, we have a nice thunderstorm at this moment, so we're very glad. It's bitterly cold in Pretoria at the moment, and we have good rain, but let that be as it may. We love the rain. So the third one is the blockchain protocol. Now, I've got a little picture there on the screen that is, and I want you to see it as a block that was unfolded. So if you go look at the squares, if we fold it on every square where two squares touch one another and we fold it there, you'll see that we will create a cube. We will create a block for you if we do that. Now, every block, and this is part of the protocol, the blockchain protocol, every block contains certain detail of every transaction. It contains the hash history. It contains the transaction description. That means how much of what coin was sent in that transaction, the timestamp, the time and date stamp. The private key is never recorded. That's why it's on the flap and not inside the box. I've printed it on the flap because you need the private key to access your wallet. But your private key is never recorded in the blockchain. Your private key never makes a number in the blockchain. And the last part there is the public key. Now, the reason for that slide on your screen is for you to understand the complexity of this technology. The hash history means for this block, see this as a block in the blockchain. Remember, Satoshi Nakamoto gave us a program or a technology called blocks in a chain, but we're very lazy, so we created the word blockchain in 2016. So we talk about blockchain, although Satoshi Nakamoto referred to blocks in a chain. And every one of these blocks in the chain making up the blockchain, that means the ledger, the grootboek, in Afrikaans die grootboek, the ledger of all transactions is recorded in every one of these blocks. Now, in Bitcoin, for example, a block is created every 10 minutes. So all the transactions that happens in 10 minutes is recorded all until the block is full. So it can sometimes happen that the block is closed before 10 minutes. But every 10 minutes, the block is closed and it records. The block starts with hash history from the previous block. So the previous block has sent a little code, a hash history, a number to this block, then starts with that number. The next number in this block is the first transaction, is the transaction detail. Let's say it's a Bitcoin blockchain. It will say the amount of Bitcoin that was sent, as well as the date and timestamp of the transaction, the numbers of the date and the timestamp, as well as the public key. And that will make up what we call the Merkle Tree. So every transaction happens and is recorded. All those numbers are recorded in the blockchain. And that's called the Merkle Tree. So now we do a second transaction, a third transaction, and we do 1,000 or a few thousand transactions in the 10 minutes. Every transaction, all those numbers are recorded. All those numbers are added up to predict a final number. So it starts with the hash history of the previous block. It then starts with the transaction, the amount of Bitcoin sent in it, the timestamp, the time and date stamp, as well as the public key. That makes up the numbers of the Merkle Tree. All those numbers add up every 10 minutes, just before that block is closed with the data for that 10 minutes. A nonce is thrown in, and that's called a nonsensical number, and it is a 5-digit number that's thrown in. So the moment that this block has concluded all the transactions, the calculation is made to predict what the final number of this block is, to close this block forever and ever in the blockchain with all the data in it. The moment that happens, a nonce is thrown in, a nonsensical number, and that number must be added to the final number. So can you see how uncontrollable, how unhackable this is? And that makes up the blockchain. So the blockchain is made up of every transaction that happened. But you heard me, there's no third party. There's no trusted third party. Who checks this? Who makes sure this happens? All the computers recording the blockchain that comes up with the same blockchain, comes up with the same number of transactions, comes up with this number of Bitcoin sent. That makes up the blockchain, the history, the transactions, the ledger, the recording of all the transactions in this technology. That's why the technology is so important. That's why everything, just check around you, look around you, go into the media. You'll see that every sector, every area is moving onto blockchain technology, because this is a new way to save data, because the world is drowning in data. And the world is drowning in data that's been manipulated. And this way, there's no third party, no person that can manipulate it. That's the beautiful part of this technology. And that's the big value in the technology. But all the money that's thrown into the development of these blockchains make up part of the value in it. Point number 4 that I would like to quickly discuss, and I need to check the time, is no trusted third party. And I already said something about that. But that means every computer in the world running the mathematical algorithm to support this blockchain, to record every transaction, every one of those computers, every 10 minutes after the block is concluded, the result that they receive, the computer that predicts the number, the closest, that wins the reward, the 6.25 Bitcoin, every 10 minutes, the computer that predicts this number, the closest to correct, gets 6.25 Bitcoin for the effort. Now just go do the calculation. R1 million, we nearly R1 million. Bitcoin, 6.25 million rand for the machine every 10 minutes that predicted that number correct. For recording the full blockchain, every transaction, the full Merkle Tree for that 10 minutes. That's the reward. But the beautiful part is that block, once it's closed, is sent to every computer in the world. To every computer that's working on this blockchain algorithm, receives that block, the final closing number, the updated block, final set in stone for the network. That block is then confirmed, and the next block receives their code from the tree, from the previous block, and the next block starts. So there's no trusted third party, no bank, no person involved, no one that can hack it. It's purely the network. Every computer on the network is doing this and receiving the final block. So the full blockchain is recorded on every computer. Now, people regularly ask, but what happens if there's a blackout in South Africa? What happens if we have all of a sudden no electricity? The rest of the world still have machines running. But even in South Africa, there are machines running that are not dependent on Eskom electricity, on green electricity, all kinds of different forms of electricity. So if there's one computer in the world that still have the blockchain on it, because the full blockchain resides on every machine that participates in the blockchain. So it is possible to continue with this, even if there's only, and I know it will not work that way, but as little as one machine. We still need the root, the blockchain, the full blockchain, and we can operate the blockchain. So a little blackout in South Africa is not going to affect the blockchain. Then number 5, and there's only 6. Number 5 that I recorded for tonight, there are a host more, but these are the most salient ones that you and I need to understand. And that is that Satoshi Nakamoto with Bitcoin, he solved the double spending problem. Now, one of the beautiful things of the internet was the moment that we had the internet, we could duplicate any bit of information, and you can duplicate it as much as you like. And once you send an email to someone, you have a copy of that email in your sent box, but the person who received it has got the copy. But there are certain various places where an original copy of that email resides. If it's forwarded to someone multiple times, every person receives a full new, as if they have the original copy of that email. Now, the key is with crypto, with money, you cannot have that. You cannot duplicate it. And what Satoshi Nakamoto with his technology was able to do was to stop the double spending problem. So if I buy something from a person or a business, peer-to-peer, paying it in his system, every little piece of Bitcoin is accounted for, and every little piece of Bitcoin can only be used once. But it doesn't matter which part of the Bitcoin you own and how big a part you own. It will always have the value at that moment of that Bitcoin. It will always have that proportional value of Bitcoin in the blockchain. And that's the key part. And no person can own the same piece of Bitcoin with someone else. Every person can own 1, 2, 10, 50, 100 Satoshis, 1,000 Satoshis, but every person owns only that Satoshis. It's recorded in only one wallet. That's part of the technology and the beauty of the technology. Then the last part is the blockchain is not hacked. You can't hack the blockchain. You can't hack the blockchain because that's the beautiful part of it, purely because of the complexity of what I've just explained to you. So if we have that blue as the block number 8, as the block that the whole network is working on now, and the little Russian hacker, the red computer there at the bottom, wants to hack block number 3. In the 10 minutes that with the difficulty level, and I don't want to go on into all the technical stuff now, it's not important, it's just an overview and understanding of the technology. With the difficulty of the blockchain at the moment, all the computers worldwide running this mathematical algorithm concurrently, all of them work on the same Merkle tree. All of them create the same block. Every one of them confirm and create the same transactions in the block. But if I want to hack, the Russian hacker wants to hack block number 3, in the 10 minutes that it takes the whole world, all the computers, to create the new block, the hacker will have to unlock all the subsequent, all the in-between blocks to the block that he wants to change, just the Bitcoin number. All he wants to do is wants to change the Bitcoin number from 5 to 100 or from 10 to 1. It creates the whole tree, the whole Merkle tree will be broken. Why? Because the number of Bitcoin was changed, or the address is changed of the wallet. If one number is changed, because every number is added up into the Merkle tree, the whole blockchain will not be able to confirm the next block. That's the beauty in this transactions in the blockchain, the fact that it's unhackable. Just imagine we start doing properties in South Africa and we register our properties on the blockchain. Then no person can come and hijack your property and have a fight that is their property and go and change the ownership behind your back, because we will have an indelible record of who actually owns the property, just as an example. Then if we say, but that is Bitcoin, that creates the value in Bitcoin. And I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I just wanted to do and run over the basics again for the new people in the room to understand why this technology is so robust, while this technology is making this so much money. The number of people developing, the number of businesses busy developing new applications on this new technology. The whole world, all record systems are in the process of migrating. Every form of ledger, every form of data capture is in the process of converting to this technology as the base technology. I'm not saying all go on the Bitcoin blockchain, they're on the different blockchains, and I know this community know all the different ecosystems and all the stuff you can do with it. But the key is the world is spending billions of dollars at the moment developing on these blockchains, developing ecosystems on these blockchains, different applications in every field there is. That adds value to it. And then we can go talk about the scarcity of Bitcoin with the only 21 million, but I don't even want to go there tonight. I think I said enough about value in Bitcoin. Let's just wrap this up and finish this for tonight with this slide that says, but where do I start my crypto journey? Because that's the question that we get a lot of times. So now you decided, yes, okay, maybe there is a little bit of value in crypto. Maybe I should get into crypto. And remember, not all coins are as robust as we just discussed now. Some coins are purely on a blockchain, on a coin running on another blockchain, imitating another blockchain, running on a blockchain, but they don't have actual projects behind them. So we have to do our research. But if you go look at the top coins in CoinMarketCap, the top 100, top 10 coins, you're pretty safe that the ecosystem has already sussed them out. But for the new people on the call, and then I want to go to Jason and to Andre and Marius, for the new people on the call, where do I start? What do I do? What's the start of my crypto journey? Step number one, you need an on-ramp for your crypto. Step number one, you need an on-ramp for your rands into crypto. So you need a space, a place where you can get your rands converted into crypto. Now, the easiest is to go find an exchange that will accept your South African rands, because we sit in South African rand. So go find an exchange that will accept your South African rand. And that's why we earlier had the number of exchanges on there. In our community, we use Altcoin Trader. And the only reason for us using Altcoin Trader is because we've been using them for quite some time. We became friends with the exchange. We have access to management should something go wrong, but they're not rewarding us. They don't have a multi-level marketing system. It's purely because of the service that we get that we use them. and the ease of use of their platform. So we use Altcoin Trader as an example, but you can go Luno, and a lot of people are now using Luno due to the Rassie Erasmus advert on TV with the rugby, and we've got no problem. But you have to go find your place where you can onboard your rands into crypto. And remember, if you want to use an international exchange, you can only onboard by using a debit or a credit card, and you use your $50,000 per year that you can spend on that card for foreign purchases, for international purchases on that card. Every card, by definition of our Reserve Bank, every card has got a maximum 50,000 rand, not dollars, rand, that you can spend per year on international transactions, And once you, sorry, 50,000. For one moment, I'll have to just check. My brain has gone dilly between rand and dollars.
50,000 rand.
Yeah, 50,000 rand. It's so little. For one moment, my mind thought, yeah, but $50,000 will be better. But it's 50,000 rand that you can spend for online purchases, international. That means in different currencies. 50,000 rand per card per year, without having to jump through the hoops in the banks. So if you're a person that buy online a lot, those transactions from foreign companies are all online transactions included in this 50,000 rand. So if you do one crypto transaction of 30, 40,000 rand, your allowance for the year is done. If you travel, you're in trouble with that card. So the key is that we use Altcoin Trader because we can EFT. Some of the other exchanges you can EFT as well. So the first key is find your exchange of choice, register on them. It's free to register. Do your KYC, know your customer. In South Africa, we call it FICA. But do your customer, know your customer. Do you know your customer requirements, your compliance requirements, so that you have access to that exchange. EFT your rands into that exchange, and then go and make the decision to select the crypto that you want to buy. Now, some of these exchanges only offer 2 or 3 options. We use Altcoin Trader, hence the fact that they have in the 20-something options. And then you go select 1 or 2 cryptos to buy. For someone that's brand new, that just want to buy and hold a little bit of crypto for a start, we always assist and help them to buy Bitcoin, to buy Ethereum. That's where we start. We can go to the others later, but that's where we start. If you only have a little bit of money, and if you're on this call tonight and you say, but I only want to own a little bit of crypto, I don't have a lot of money, whatever the lot of money definition is for you, just start with holding Bitcoin. Start with holding a little bit of Ethereum. Just go onto a South African exchange, put your rands in there, start holding some. You place the order on that exchange with your rands into that crypto. And once your order executed, voila, welcome to the crypto space. You are on crypto. So then we start with the what next. Only then do we discuss the what next. You don't have to worry about trading crypto without all the different answers to which exchange should I go to after this? What should I do next? All you need to do is get there. Get on a platform, get some money into crypto. Once you have a little bit of crypto on a South African exchange, you're in crypto. Now we can start the process. But a lot of people don't start that first little bit. They want to know, but what am I going to do with it after this? How I'm going to just start, own a little crypto. The what next we can do on another day. The what next is the next day's discussion. And that's why we have every Monday evening a crypto talk where we look at the market, just a short look at the market, look at where we're at. That's why we have our subject matter expert on crypto trading on the call to show us. That's why we have our protege, Andre, on the call telling us what he learned in the last week. That's why we have Marius showing us what he's actually doing with his crypto, what's happening on his side, what tips did he get somewhere, or what is he doing. And it's purely our community. We're not dispensing advice. We're just helping and assisting people onto crypto. And on that note, Jason, let's go and see what you have for us tonight.
Thanks, Donnie, for that informative speech. That was brilliant. So yeah, I just want to start off with Bitcoin, and this is on the daily chart, and I'm just reflect what's happened in the last week. So last week this time we were around about exactly where we are right now, around about the 61, 62,000 level. And we went up to about 66 on the 21st, and we've come back down again. And if you can remember last week's crypto talk, I showed you the flow of money, where money flows from fiat into Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin into the major alts like Ethereum, and then from the major alts to the mid caps, and then to the micro caps. So we hit an all-time high of around about 67,000. We saw that drop. We did not see the money flowing back into stable coins. And the way we look at how we can tell that is quite easy, where we look at a chart called the USDT, which is a chart of stable coins. And this will tell us if it starts moving up, that money is flowing back into stable coins. But you can see there in the last 3 weeks, money has not flowed into any stable coins at all. So money flowed out of Bitcoin into the major alts. And I'm going to show you Ethereum chart now. But before we get there, we have found support at around about the $59,000 level. And you can see there we've tested 4 times. And this is quite a strong support. And if we just go back to May this year, you can see here in May this year, March, May, where we tried to get through the 59,000 several times with very, very strong resistance. Now that strong resistance of 59 is now a very strong support, which is great. We've also got some upside targets based on human emotion called the Fibonacci level, and that's around about 75,000. So the key levels for us right now is to see if we can go up and test the 75, or if we can hold the support of 59. If we break through the support of 59, the next support level is at 53. And then below that is at 47. But I think for now we'll be tracking sideways in this area. We might even go test this 53 at some time and just possibly go sideways, yeah. If we just go now and look at Ethereum, and this is also, okay, let me go into the daily. We see this, in this past week, we went up and we tested the all-time high level of $4,375 on Ethereum. And that all-time high is from May. You can see there in May where we touched 4,375. We've gone up again and we got rejected there. So money has flowed from Bitcoin into Ethereum, pushing this Ethereum price up, which is awesome. And you can clearly see now that we've gone into the major alts. From there, it goes into the mid caps and then goes into the minor caps. And if we go and look at a website called Crypto Bubbles for the week, we can see that we've seen some fantastic moves in some of these altcoins. Some of the well-known ones, Solana at 35%, Rune, which is going to be a very big coin. This is part of Thor Chain, 70% in 1 week. We've seen Shiba coin 41%, FXS 50%, Feeder 30%, and it's been Link here 26%, Curve 51%. So we can see that in certain altcoins, money is flowing into them, which is awesome. We've seen a lot more green coming through here than red. And this is going to carry on for the next couple of weeks, where we're going to see some fantastic moves in some of these altcoins, which is very exciting. Now, Donnie, you posed a question early on. Is it too late to get into Bitcoin? So we want to look forward, and we're going to go look forward on this model. And the model is the blue line here, and the colorful line is the actual price. Now, the model is telling us we should be at 100,000, and you can see we are getting close to that 100,000 very shortly. But I want to fast forward, and I want to fast forward now to 4 years' time on what will the projected price be. And if you can see on the top right-hand corner there, it's telling us we will be at $1.3 million. This is not rand, $1.3 million. And look at the date at the bottom there, by the end of 2025. So we are expecting a correction after we've hit an all-time high in the next couple of months, a correction that could take us back down to lower levels. But wouldn't that be fantastic if we can buy back at those low levels to enjoy the upside back up to $1.3 million by the end of 2025? So if anybody that says it's too late to get into Bitcoin, I don't think so. The other website I want to show you is a website called CoinMarketCap. And what I want to show you here is just really on the left-hand corner here. And Donnie said there's about 10,000 coins. There's actually now 13,000 coins. Okay, 97% of these coins won't be around in a couple of years. But there is still a lot of hidden gems in here that are going to do some fantastic moves in the coming years. And we've seen some of those fantastic moves from, for example, that coin called Shiba, where Shiba in the past year has done a performance of, what is that, 41 million%. How crazy is that? So there is still a lot of hidden gems that are going to come through here. Before we go back to Donnie, let me just show you, for example, on the year for Binance. There's that Shiba 41, AXS 73,000%, Phantom that is coming through now, 12,000%, Gala 24,000%, Luna 13,000%, Matic 9,000%, Cake 11,000%, Solana 11,000%. So yes, there are definitely coins that are going to still move fantastically in the years to come. So anybody says that you're too late to get into crypto, no ways. We are still very early in this adoption curve. And as Donnie alluded earlier, we're here to help you if you want to get into this.
Cool. Thank you, Jason. That was quite enlightening. And guys, girls, one thing that I want to say to add on to what Jason said is we're here to help you, not for you to give your money to us. We don't trade with your money. You cannot give your money to us. What we do is we empower you to take responsibility for your own money. We empower you to know that your money is in your wallet. I've just recently had someone in the team who paid their money to someone else who promised them fantastic returns, and they will trade for them for fantastic returns. And what happened? A week later, they realized that they've been scammed. The money is gone. The person is gone. There is no such person. The money is gone. They cannot go ask someone to get their money back. Their money is back. Huge amounts of money. Don't give your money to someone. A lot of people want to give their responsibility away to someone else. We here as a team to collectively help you. The whole team, not just me, Jason, or Marius, or Andre. The whole team. The person who brought you onto the school as part of the team to help you and assist you to make that life-changing money, as we've seen the numbers there that Jason showed us, in your own name, in your own hands, so that no one can ever scam you out of your money again. That's the key part. So we will never ask you for your money. If you go on our Facebook page and someone tells you that they're so lucky because they've given us so much crypto and we're going to give them that much, they lie. It's just scammers. Once we see them, we ban them, but Facebook's not interested to get their profiles closed. We just ban them every week, and next week Facebook allow them back. Know that we will not ask you for your money. But on that note, Andre, what have you learned last week, buddy?
Yeah, guys, lately I've been learning about stuff that I do, well, that I'm not realizing, but that's actually stupid stuff to, yeah. So once I figured it out, then I'm like, yeah, could it be something so small? But anyways, I thought I have to share it with you guys. So it's two things actually. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Let me just get the right screen here. Okay, cool. So this is just my MetaMask, and this is CoinGecko. So I know this is actually for the newcomers and stuff, but if you are using MetaMask and you are using the Binance Smart Chain, and we have already did a show where we showed you guys how to use the Binance Smart Chain on MetaMask and whatever. But I did a transaction the other day, and I set up my MetaMask on the Binance Smart Chain, and this is just a dummy account. So the thing is, I added some USDT and I bought a coin, and I went here to Tether, and that's the we always go to CoinGecko and go to the coin you want to add to MetaMask, because you see you can import your own tokens. But yeah, so I went here because I sent it my USDT. So I clicked there, I went there, clicked copy, and then I pasted, but it showed the USDT, but it didn't show my fiat in my MetaMask. And then I realized there is a reason, and there, when I went back to MetaMask, I saw there's 3 dots there. And when you click there, you can see there is all of the different chains you can use, where you can get the chain's ID from. So there's the Binance Smart Chain link. So you go here where you can copy the address, click on the 3 dots, and there you can select the correct chain you want to use. So then you can click on the copy, or you can click on the Foxy button. But anyways, I'll just click there. You go to MetaMask, import tokens, and you just paste the address there, and it would add the address there, and then it should work. And then yeah, so that's the first thing I realized I felt stupid. But anyways, the other thing is on Binance, and so I hope you guys can see, because the screen that I'm using now, yeah, it's something that I saw, and you can see this is a limit order, and it's in USDT. So once you drag the order, you can see the USDT price. But when I went to market, then I suddenly realized, but it doesn't show my USDT. So for instance, this is on the Alice, but when you drag the thing here, it just shows the amount of Alice you can buy for that price currently. And then I thought, yes, like it, I enjoyed this market buy so much, but now because now I have to work out, okay, how much is this percentage of the amount I have? And I traded like that for about 2 days. And then I only saw there's a drop down box there where you can select between total and the amount. So you can just go click there and total, and then you can drag, and it should show the USDT. So guys, sometimes you have to feel stupid to learn something, but I hope you guys don't fall for that same stuff that I did.
Thank you, Andre. You just have a knack of finding those little things that everyone else struggle with, but not saying anything about. So thank you, Andre, for sharing those nuggets with us. Marius, what are you busy with in your trading?
Daniel, yes, great week. And thank you for giving us the Reader's Digest version of a 2-hour workshop that you actually do. So yeah, that is a great session. Jason, and I so love what you do every Monday morning, and also here. I can't start my week without your charts. So thank you for that. Andre, yeah, I always have to have my little book next to me and write down all the tips that I get from you. So yes, Donnie, what I just want to share tonight is you have to know your numbers. As I told you last week, I just took a small portion of my portfolio, and I started with scalp trading and also day trading of signals that I received. But I realized that I have to plot down my income and also plot down my portfolio. And I know, Andre, you will laugh at me because I do it on an Excel sheet. But for me, I like to see it on it, and I like to update. I know there's programs that can help and assist you with that. So just coming back to what I share on a weekly basis, if you take $100 and you just trade 5% per day and you compound that, you can see within month 7, you can be on $1 million. And just go and work it out yourself. It's a normal calculation that I did here on Excel, and you can see, take $1,000 and you can compound that. Within month 5, you can be with $1 million. And guys, as I said, it's just a simple calculation. You can do this at your own time, but it's a great goal to set yourself. And what I do on a daily basis, the coins that I trade on the scalp trading, and even if you take that small percentages of 3% and 1% and 4%, plot it down so that you can know exactly at the end of the month what profits that you made. I hide the October stuff because that is my personal stuff. And what I did here is also put all my coins in an Excel sheet, and the quantities that I bought, the coins that I bought, what price did I buy it, and the sell orders that I have in that coin. You can see my Matic coins. I just made the quantity 1 year, but I've got this Matic coin since May month. I bought it at 1.89. So I'm nearly there. I'm still 12% down. But I personally, yes, Jason, I know that I must put my stop losses in. But at that time, I didn't do it. But I'm more clever now. I bought a lot of shib coin this morning just to put that in my portfolio. I can unhide this stuff now, but this is all my personal stuff. But you have to know your numbers. You have to know exactly what's going on in your portfolio. You can either do it manual like me, or there is programs that can help and assist you where you can put your portfolio on. So yes, Daniel, that's all from my side. Know your numbers.
Cool, thank you, Marius. Jason, I saw that you just got load shedding now. Jason is gone. Jason disappeared. He's supposed to have load shedding from 9 o'clock. So Jason's picture has gone blank. Thank you, Marius, for that. We appreciate your honesty. You even show the coin that you did not make money in, that you're still down on. To have that in there is part of being congruent with the team. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the evening. I trust that you found something in there. Let me just add Jason again. Allow me to get Jason back in the room and then make him co-host so that he can talk to you. My apology, I'll be with you in a sec. Cool. And the key is that we're here to help and assist. And you, as part of the team, you are part of the team. And you are here to help and assist. And thank you for every one of you assisting and helping someone else. Jason, last words from you. I saw that you got back on with your cell phone.
Thanks, Donnie. Yes, sorry about that. Just wanted, yeah, guys. So as I showed you earlier, we're still early in this space. There's still massive opportunity for the years to come. And as I said earlier, we're here to assist you to get into the crypto. And we have some green candles for the rest of the week. Thanks for everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. And thank you for getting back on there. We appreciate you. And thank you for your contribution to the team, our subject matter expert on crypto trading in the crypto school. Thank you, Jason. Andre, last words from you.
Yeah, guys, like Uncle Jason's load shedding, like Bitcoin, if there's load shedding or not, Bitcoin will go on. Like there's millions of PCs out there that is busy mining, and load shedding won't stop Bitcoin. And even if something can happen and all of the PCs would shut down by somehow, which is practically impossible, but once it start up, within an hour or whatever, Bitcoin goes on. Nothing's going to stop it, guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Andre. Appreciate that. I see a question in the comments box from Willie. When I loaded Rand on Altcoin Trader, can I just convert it to another currency, or must I place a buy order? Willie, let me just quickly show my screen. I'll show you my screen. I'm not logged into the Altcoin Trader account, but I can show you what I want to show you. And let me just change that to a daily as an example. And there we have Bitcoin on the daily on the chart. And if you want to go buy Bitcoin, all you do is you go check what the market, first of all, you go check there what the market is doing. If you want to change it to different time frames, you just click on that and you change it to the time frame you want. This is the Trading View chart, but what Andre and Jason is always talking about. And then you just go to the bottom and you go see, if you want to buy Bitcoin at this very moment, buy Bitcoin, the price is 43,999, or you can go and change that price. You can go and change that number to whatever you like. So it depends on whether you want to get into the market immediately or whether you want to get into the market at a bit of a lower price. If you see there, the current buy offers are at 941 and not at 943. So you can go a bit lower, but you can go any of these numbers, you can go check them, find the number that you want, manipulate the number in that space, add the number in there that you want, add the amount of rands that you want to buy, and you say place the buy order, and you buy that Bitcoin. And once you place the order, because I'm not locked in, I cannot place an order now, but your order will go sit here under current buy offers, you will physically actually see your order sitting here. If it's not executed, there's a box that will open there. Your order will sit there. And we have on our crypto school, if you go onto the crypto school and you subscribe to get access to the free stuff, you then click on free stuff there on top, you will get to this page. And if you go in there, how to use Altcoin Trader, if you go watch that video, we'll show you exactly what to do, step by step, what to do. It's free of charge. All you do is to have to register to get this. And there you can find the crypto talk of last week. Remember the week before last week, crypto, Jason talked about how do I prepare for the bull run. Last week he continued that. So please go watch those. It's very important for those of you that want to get into crypto at this very moment. And then I want to encourage you to go look at the YouTube page of the crypto school. We started loading the crypto talks on there again. And please go and like the page. Once you signed in, go like the page, like our crypto school YouTube page, and you will help us tremendously by doing that. Hence the fact that we need subscribers on there, but we give you the information there free of charge. Remember, we don't charge, and there's no advertisements on our YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to just show you this one little thing before we go.
With the fourth industrial revolution, we have the way we used to watch, engage, listen, and say is the future of.
Ladies and gentlemen, loads of people on this call started their crypto journey by purchasing that workshop. Learn how to trade crypto, Bitcoin and crypto. And it's an easy entrance into the market space where you're safe, where we teach and help and assist you to get that going. That's the last note. Marius, something to say still, or do we say goodbye?
Goodbye, and remember, it's never too late to get into crypto. Share this session of tonight with family and friends and dear one. Thank you.
Thank you, Marius. Last word from you, Andre.
Well, guys, yeah, we are getting ready for a bull market, and keep your stop losses tight.
Cool. Thank you, Andre. Jason?
No, I've said my last comment, said Donnie. We were hoping for green candles for the rest of the week. That was my last comment, huh?
Cool. Thank you, Jason. Yes, I echo that. Ladies and gentlemen, I bless you. Thank you for being on the call tonight. We have a community. Get involved in the community. We will help you to get into crypto, and share this with those people that ask the questions. This is free stuff to share with them. Have a blessed one. Cheers.